La 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 la. Hello everyone, hello. Let's get this party started. Hell yeah. Ready. Wow, I had one of the worst ranks this week. Jeez. All right, we're gonna get this started and get ready with it all. Bit of a late live video. Everyone, random live on at the moment. Round. All right, let's get this started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Rage Traders NRL Super Coach Podcast. Wolfie here, and I hope you're doing absolutely amazing. Now, before we get into it, if you are watching on YouTube, a like, subscribe, and or comment would be greatly appreciated for the algorithm. And most of all, if you're listening on Apple or Spotify podcast, a 5-star review does help a ton. So please feel free to do that. Now, we are doing a live video, but I decided to do a random live video at 9:30 p.m. So I don't even know if people will be really awake for this. So that's completely fine. If not, it'll still go ahead as always. But let's get into it and get into my very mediocre under par week. However, maybe a bit of strategy behind it. Queenslander, how you doing in the live? Nice to see you, mate. Thanks for coming along on a random live late at night. So a very, very under par week for myself, but only because of two reasons. One, I really didn't trade this week. I did one trade this week, which was for Civilio Tamale. I'm pretty sure that's the only trade I did. Just looking at my team quickly, yeah, I only did one trade this week, and I guess I'm just getting a feeling in my loins that towards the end of this season there is going to be absolute carnage. And this is what I'm kind of banking on. Now, I scored an 1104. This is with one trade and Reece Walsh as my captain, which we'll get into later on. But I kind of and I did trade out Setu too. Now, of course, I traded out Setu too when one, he scores a try, and two, they beat the Broncos. Now, his score was actually looking mighty average. They don't play in round 15, and this was part of me sort of prepping up for getting rid of Sua and Setu too. Now, you're most probably thinking, well, if you have Sua, why did you trade out Setu too? I did a big boo-boo. And I accidentally had a reserve on Sua, and that was because I think because he was Tamale and I reversed it, so then he sat on as the reserve. Now, to be honest with you, I'm not too upset about it because I just feel like I didn't want to overtrade. I think I do want to look at getting someone of an Aaron Clark over a KPP anyway, even though KPP got some nice work. I could be wrong on that. I could easily go KPP now. But Aaron Clark was in my sights and I just didn't want to get him before the bye. But I'm looking to be super, super strong for this round 15 bye and for this week. And this is exactly what I'm sort of planning out for. Now, a lot of people, they have Tamare Martin. He's been performing exceptionally. Jacob Kiraz, he's also been performing exceptionally. We'll get into that a bit soon. But let's get into the wrap up. I'll get into my sort of strategy and thoughts on who I'm definitely trading out. I think one of the biggest talking points is Alex Twal a must trade now, whether it is, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, or just the 1 week. I think there's a possibility, like, if you can get by holding him, it will be very beneficial to you. For example, I had about 700,000 in my salary or even more. And I was able to go Cooper buy straight to Terrell May. I still have Twal in my team and I have $425,000 in salary. So that's something I'm really contemplating. Or would you rather have that player? Now I could still easily go Aaron Clark from Twal and play like that. Now, I will say I did something really amazing this week. And I'm super proud of it. Now, besides going a bit all in on Reece Walsh and thinking he was going to get 100 plus and thinking Broncos were going to turn up and actually just dominate the Dragons, I was in my kitchen and it was literally 2 minutes before the Roosters and Melbourne game. And I was literally like doing the dishwasher, just washing. And I was like, okay, that's it. Far logo's going out. Teddy is more of a tackle buster. This could be a bit of a physical game. That's it. Far logo's out. Teddy's in, and I'm still captaining Walsh. And I hope that Teddy has a really good game. And then I sat there, and I literally looked at the ceiling, and I was like, wait, Teddy could be tired. It's at Amy Park. Sewer has a better break even. Everyone's trading out Sewer Far logo. This could be a little bit of a turnaround where I trade out Teddy, hold Sewer, and if he has a better game, it could really put me in a better position. And behold, Sewer has honestly one of his best games I've seen this season against a side that was pretty much at full peak. And I was so impressed by his performance. A 92 that easily, like in performances, could have been 100 plus. Now he comes up against Newcastle Knights at Amy Park. I want to check his ownership actually. What's his ownership at? I don't even know. His ownership is what? Still 54%? Damn. Okay. So I've got Far Logo, Drinkwater, and Reece Walsh in my team. Now, Drinkwater is likely going to go out after this week. A bit of a very mediocre game for him against basically a Canberra team that I thought that were going to dominate Cowboys, hence why I got Tamale in. Tamale just didn't get any attacking stats. It is what it is. But let's get into the wrap-up. Let's get into a bit of a wrap-up and my thoughts. We'll get into what I'm going to be focusing on, which is obviously, as you know, the round 15 bye, and go from there. Okay, Sharks versus Eagles. I did a mini wrap-up on this. I'll do it again. I nearly had deja vu. I was like, I swear I've done this. I did a little wrap-up on this, but I'm just going to give you a very quick overhaul of this. Braden Trindle without Nico Hines. Like, if you got him last week, I think you're absolutely cheering if Nico Hines doesn't return this week as well. Now, I think there was some news that Nico Hines, I actually saw it on, I think it was 2 to 5 weeks, they said. Not confirmed, but I saw 2 to 5 weeks. So if it's on the longer stint, Braden Trindle is going to be a very, very nice get. And if there's a confirmation that Nico Hines is out for, the latter end or the longer end of this, 4 or 5 weeks, Braden Trindle could be a great grab for people like me who still have Jackson Purdue and Pezzett in their team. Again, I think they are I know they are much better at Ocean Protect Stadium. And when it gets to away games, that's when like people like Braden Trindle can have a 30, 40 or a 20. But it is what it is. I was looking into Cameron McInnes a lot. The only thing that worries me is he hasn't had a game yet above 60 minutes. He got 55 minutes. The good thing is he got 55 minutes for 79 points, I think, without an attacking stat. That is huge. So he's playing some really, really good footy. I just wonder if the minutes come up a bit even more, especially when people like Fanua Blake go out. Now, obviously, they've lost Blake Brayley. I don't know if anyone knows in the chat how long Brayley has been sort of said to be out for. That would be great to know. And I don't know who comes in at hooker position for them. I'm pretty sure Cam McInnes used to be a hooker because he went to the same school as me, and I'm pretty sure he's had some time in the hooker position. That could be as a young kid. I could be completely incorrect on that, but it'd be very interesting to see who takes up that position. And again, for Noah Blake, I'm not touching him. No one should be touching him at all, Supercoach wise. That's just my take. But yeah, he just doesn't have that Stefano 70 in him at the moment, and that's without an attacking stat. Teague Wilton is someone that you could look at. 61 break even, $569,600. He's someone who can put up an easy 80 plus game. Billy Burns was good this game for 100 points, but he only he had 2 tries. That's why you're seeing the 100. Ramian in a game like this, I thought, okay, he could easily put up some big points, only a 37, and that's why I don't touch him. Jesse Colquhoun, 47. You should be off him already. And honestly, Ronald Mulitalo, 26. Geez, he is going to be pretty cheap with 106 break even now. That is wild. Jamal Fogarty, a 98. Could he be someone you look at for a bit of a halfback play? I think I really like Jaden Campbell and Isaiah Katoa with those sort of coverages, but also I really do like Katoa as a bit of a pod now with the Nico Hines injury. Cooper Gauchi, do you mind telling me the Stefano break-even as I'm seeing if I should sell him to May? I can do that for you, mate. No problem whatsoever. His break-even is currently 43. 43. So you can make a bit of money in him, but yes, Terrell May would be a nice trade. Thanks for coming on in, by the way. Nothing else for the Sea Eagles besides Paseka just doing really good numbers. He's been the FRF3 to really have of the season, to be honest with you. So yeah, that's Ben Turbo getting 103. He's been great. Clayton Fa'alo'o, he got a 66 with a try this game and a line break. So that's a bit of a mediocre number considering he had that attacking stat. Luke Brooks has been actually a bit better Supercoach-wise, getting a 72 here. Garrick, a mediocre 51. I think people got baited into Garrick a bit after that okay biggish score. But yeah, I wouldn't touch that, to be honest with you. I just don't. I think, as I said, he's on a decline in my opinion. And until Hamoli Olakawatu's back, I think he's not going to be able to do a lot by himself. Lehigh Hopewadi, a 36. Again, bit of bait there in my opinion. Saba, 44. Nothing much here to talk about the Sea Eagles. Going to the Knights versus the Eels, 28-22. Dylan Lucas, 120 schmackaroonies. Now, he is actually quite cheap. Oh, no, I take it back. He's not anymore. $689,200. He's down $55K on his starting price with a 46 break even. So he doesn't play round 15. That's the thing. It's the unfortunate thing is, and this is what I mean, Supercoach players right now that are in good positions that have these numbers already for 15 and 14 and like feel confident with 18 and 19, they can get these luxury trades like a Lucas. So it's really annoying, but we have to try and like find the pods now that are going to just leverage against these type of players like a Lucas. Me personally, Marzu 84, he's been on the trade list at the moment. Not sure if I understand that too much. Maybe a lot of people trying to get to Kiraz and they think, okay, I'll just go from Marzu to Kiraz. He's made the coin. He's got 161 break even, so that's completely understandable. So I do see why. He is, I mean, there was just talk about, oh, is he a season keeper? I guess he's not. Fletcher Sharp with a 70 here. I mean, that's okay. He's just not hitting that 100 plus mark that I would have thought. But for 5'8" position, I think he's someone we can really, really start looking at. And the rest of the scores kind of mediocre. Kalen Ponga, 56 here. Dominic Young, only a 61 in this game. Gagai, only a 41. So this game, you can clearly see they went left a bit more and succeeded more than right. Dylan Brown, really mediocre in terms of like half-back scores, 40 only. That's the $13 million man for you, but hey, they get the win. Iongi topping the scores for the Eels, 93 here, pretty huge. He could be a bit of a pod, but the Parramatta Eels have a bit of a tough draw coming in. So if we look now at the draw, they are going to have the Bulldogs away, into Canberra at home, into the round 16 bye, into South at home, Manly at home, Sydney Roosters away. They've had a pretty tough draw upcoming here. Sharp back in 5'8" now with Sandon as well. Ooh, okay. That's a good call, Coop. That's a really good call. You're getting TMM next week. I want to see if Metcalf comes in next week. Be very interesting. I don't think he will. I think TMM's just been playing way too good for it, but I'm very interested by that. As I spoke to you guys before, you can go with like Kelma Tuolagi, 72 here. I just think there's better options in the 2RF. Jack Williams, a 69. That's all good. They did verse the Knights, who can leak some points here and there. So I wouldn't fall into these type of traps and just look elsewhere for those type of positions. Nothing much here to talk about, unless you were on Jordan Samrani, who had a break even of a 70 now. And he scored a 64 this game. That's pretty nice if you were on that. So congratulations. Nothing else to talk about here. Let's go to the next game. The Tigers versus the Bulldogs. I actually didn't know he got this score. Jarrell Skelton, 107 shamacaroonies. Wow. He's got a 20 break even, $476,800. And let me remind you, they are versing the Gold Coast Titans in round 15. That could be a bit of a pod play there. Has a bit of up and down scores. That's the only problem, but this is easily his biggest score of the round. Terrell May, 100 points flat. So I think now is your big chance to get him. Now they do verse the Penrith Panthers with all these Origin players backing up. But without Alex Twal there, you could see Terrell May play 80 minutes here. Twal and 85, everyone knows MCL or knee issue, likely 1 to 4 weeks. Don't know exactly when he's due back. If you can hold, maybe it might be best holding so you don't have to worry about getting him back. But if it's confirmed it is 4 weeks, it would be a trade out then, in my opinion, getting him back at a later stage. Kai Pierce-Ball, 75 with the line break offload try assist. Well, I should say line break assist, try assist, and offload. Nice to see. He was on my radar. I didn't really trust the pick, but he's still achievable. He only made 18K, so I don't want to read into it too much. Jerome Luai, a 66 in this one, which is nice to see. Makasini, shoulder injury as well. So yeah, that's something you want to monitor if he's in your team like he is for me, and just wait on the updated, I guess, diagnosis of how long he will be out for, whether he's all okay. Honestly, Supercoach wise, for the rest of the Tigers, nothing really crazy. Taruva with a 60. Buller with the 66, who I don't think is quite relevant Supercoach wise. The biggest talking point for me is Satili Tupanua. I talked about him as a pod. He now has a 0 break even at $608,000. He could do some serious work in this game. Again, for me, the only thing guys, I'm telling you right now, if they didn't have 15 and 18 bye, I would have had Kiraz and Tupanua by now. But the round 15 and 18 bye is just too much for me. I could regret it, especially with Kiraz. I think Kiraz is the acceptable one to go to, being in the fullback position. but now there's talk about him being a possible add into the Origin team. So I'm just a bit worried about that. The good thing is they have a bye in round 15 and 18, which is the Origin buys, but he may not back up for one or two of those games. So yeah, just have to weigh that in if you don't have him in. Someone who I've spoken about a bit, Anari Tuala, he's been playing good. He could be a great little pod for you here, especially on that side that you can see favors the Bulldogs. Satili Tupanua, Anari Tuala on the right edge. Then you've got sort of Burton that kind of can be that left edge dominant, being the 5'8", but Galvin just loves going to the right a lot. So I really like that. I really like this right edge at the moment for the Bulldogs. I think they know it's working. Tupanua's in form, and Tuala or Kiraz being a support player or support running could see a lot of revenue from what Tupanua does. But I think the main person here is Tupanua. If I have luxury trades that I'm doing this week, if I have the ability to do that, which I don't, I think Kiraz and or Tupanua are great gets this week, especially against Parramatta Eels. Nothing else to talk about in Supercoach wise. Crichton, who a lot of people had at the start of the season, he's just been a pretty average pick in my opinion. Curran's still not getting enough minutes, only getting a 45 here, and the rest is history. Leo Thompson with a 63 also, which is a bit of a mention. Critter also outmakes Tuala at right center, which is great. Yeah, correct. They don't cover 15 or 18. Exactly right, Megan. That's what I was saying. So I'm a bit hesitant on going any of the Bulldogs players. All right, let's talk about the Storm versus the Roosters. Now, if you didn't know, if you were in the chat and maybe came a bit late, I traded out Tedesco and I held Suafa'a logo. Most probably my shining moment of the week. Very happy about that. And I think in the long run, especially with Sua coming off an informed game versus the Knights, I'm very excited to see that. And I think he will definitely be my vice captain this week. And I'm very, very happy. Now, a lot of people trading out Lasardi. I think you can wait one more week for that. I understand why people are doing it. He's got an 80 break even, 558,000. But I think for someone of his stature, that is a workhorse coming up against the Knights at Amy Park. He could easily snag an attacking stat here. He could easily get plus 80, and I'm not willing to do that. So I'm just going to hold him for one more week, and him or Helam Lukey will be on the outs, or both of them will literally be on the outs because they both missed the round 15, and the Cowboys draw comes into a bit of a tougher draw coming into round 15 and onwards. Is Teddy and Otto's trade out if his break even is high? Yes, and that's why I did it last week. 100%. He's going to leak a lot of cash now, but we'll get into that shortly. Well, let's just check. So he has 100 and sorry if that came through very badly on Spotify and audio and all that stuff, but 197 break even now with $783,000 to his name. He lost 75,000 last week alone. So I saved myself 75,000 smackaroonies. Trade. Get your money, get him back after the Origin period when they're fighting for, your final spots and, trying to get in the top 4 and all that type of stuff. For Edwards, possibly, there's a part of me that thinks, and call me crazy, that you could be getting like a Simi Sasagi to your flex. Someone like that, or just getting Terrell May in your flex, or just having another position where these fullbacks are so up and down at the moment. One week they're 80, the next week they're 43, the next week they're 110, the next week they're 30. It's really hard to just manage, and you don't want to be playing fullback roulette too much. I think you're going to burn a lot of trades, and that's why I just really like someone like Terrell May in this period where not a buy until I think round 23. He's just going to plug away and get his 80 plus, especially with Twal out. You could look at doing something like that. Obviously, even Walsh could be a trade out. The best thing, I'll tell you this. I said this, actually, we'll talk about it when we get to the Broncos, but that's my sort of thing about that. Now, Billy Smith had a good return. He gets a 75 here with an 81 break even. He could be a bit of a pod if you wanted to go that. I think Hugo Saval has been very good in this center wing position, and maybe they want to hold him there if possible, but I doubt it. Toya 61. All the fantasy scores quite low for the Roosters, considering they were basically had a lot of errors and just got completely dominated for a period of this match. So that's something that just happens in games, and then the Supercoach scores are low. Tedesco with the 48, really rough for people that held him. It's time to trade, in my opinion. Suo Wong, only a 54. He had a bit of an average game in this one as well. DCE, there's games where he's just everywhere, and there's games where he's just nowhere. And this was one of those games when he was absolutely nowhere. Sam Walker with a -1. He goes to 133 break even, $631,000. Okay. Sam Walker is going to be cheap. After the origin period, he could be someone we really target and need to monitor. So be ready. It's not yet. It's not now, but it is coming that Sam Walker could easily be a play for us and be super cheap. I have 3 fullbacks, Sewer, Walsh, and Teddy. Might just go Teddy to May. I don't mind that at all, and I think Teddy is the trade out. Is Teddy most traded out this week, by the way? Let's have a quick look at that. Let's have a quick look. How's Teddy not traded out? Do people not own Teddy? Jackson Purdue's on the outer. Is Jaden Campbell getting 5/8 duality anytime soon? Does anyone know in the chat? That would be great to know as well. Because he could be an easy Jackson Purdue replacement. All right. Let's continue with this wrap up. Broncos versus Dragons. The upset of the season. Valentine Holmes, 103 points. The Dragons winning this 30-26. Mate, Sam Walker will never be in my Supercoach team ever again. Now, Billy, is that because you currently owned him or because of what you saw by him? Or both? I can't even talk to you. Guys, you know, I do Supercoach. I love it. I was praising, get Reece Walsh in, captain him. He could score 150 this game. I tell you what, I had a nap with my son. I woke up and then all of a sudden I saw 14-0 with 12 minutes to go and my jaw dropped. Reece Walsh finished the first half with 8 Supercoach points. I was walking around my house. My wife was like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "Just these Broncos suck." Reece Walsh suck. 8 points. Now, let me tell you, Walsh nearly even got another line break assist in the final moments of the game if Jesse Arthurs didn't drop the ball. What he scored in the final 20-ish minutes, I praise him for, but I just need to see more consistency. Payne Haas with a 93, Xavier Willison with the 104. So people who have held onto him have owned him. Congratulations. He could be someone you definitely target now because of the Carrigan injury. So Carrigan was in a moon boot. I'm not sure how severe the ankle injury was, but because of this and Carrigan being in Origin, which I'd say would likely miss game 2, maybe that sees Willison really get a bump up here. I'm not sure if Willison still plays in the right edge for Jordan Ricky, but boy, oh boy, they're versing the Gold Coast Titans this week. You would expect, I'm not even going to say things anymore, but you would expect a bounce back at Suncorp against the Titans. You would hope for something. Now, they do play round 15 as well. That is against the South Sydney Rabbitohs. That is away. Then they come into the minor bye in round 16. So if you wanted to go for Xavier Willison, you could easily do that. I wouldn't be touching Payne Haas yet because he'll be slotted straight back into Origin. I own Sam Walker and I'm trading him to TMM this week. Okay, fair. Completely understandable. Completely understandable. I understand your frustrations, sir. All right, let's talk about the Dragons a bit. So, Toby Couchman, 81, did have a bit of an ankle injury. Don't think it's anything crazy, but monitor that. Hamish Stewart, really good game, 83. Ryan Couchman, these Couchman brothers and Hamish Stewart seem to just keep going. Dylan Egan still doing work. Just be mindful that the Dragons have the round 15 bye. Another reason why I didn't go Toby Couchman, but just be mindful of that. Setu, 47 with a try. If you still have him in your team, could be time to maybe looking at getting rid of him because he's on 64 break even. Could be an easy upgrade. Nothing else to really talk about. Well, Clint Gutherson got an injury towards the end of the game. Saw Tyrell Sloan come in. So that's something that doesn't really mean anything because I doubt people have Clint Gutherson, but just wanted to put that in. Dylan Egan, what is he at? 46 break even, $561,000. Very interesting. Don't think he's someone I'd rush to, but we know what he's capable of. Ezra Mam also went off with an injury, came back on and looked worse on the field, like in terms of just his NRL ability. Don't know what to say about that, but yeah. Katoni Staggs, Shibasaki, 54-55. Jesse Arthur, 64. Nothing crazy here. It's clearly Payne Haas, Reece Walsh that are pushing this team with Adam Reynolds, and it just wasn't clicking in the first half. Raiders versus the Cowboys. Boy, oh boy. If there's a 5'8", I think we need a target after Origin. It's Ethan Strange. He is really riding the momentum now. He's still at the same price he's on. They do have, do they have the Roosters this week? Yeah, Raiders, Roosters, GIO Stadium. So that'll be very interesting. Teddy could easily have a big game here. Bit of a bounce back game. He did look very gassed because of Origin, and then also they were just getting absolutely pumped over and over, and he just got gassed out in the first half of that game, in my opinion anyway. So yeah, 26-12, the Raiders win this against my Cowboys, which I did expect us to lose this game, to be honest. I just couldn't see us winning. Zach Hosking, if you've been on Zach Hosking since he came back, which I was telling everyone and their aunties and uncles about, it's looking good now. You can still go to him if you want. Simi Sasagi will be due back soon, but that's a 30 break even at 564,000. That's really nice to see. He gets an 80 here. Sebastian Chris, really nice 95 here if you hone him as a pod. The problem is he had a really iffy HIA towards the end of the game, from memory it was. I don't know what the update is of that, but just monitor that. Tom Starling, 93. He got a try this game, so that was really good. Hudson Young, 99. No one breaking the hundreds in this game. Tarpanay, 67. Tamale, 53, which I'm okay with in like base. Hope he just snags something in some other games. Corey Horsburgh, 69. But just remember, if you're looking at Corey Horsburgh, there could be a high chance he now comes into the Origin team if Paddy Carrigan doesn't play. Helam Lukey, 98. So for you guys, anyone here that's held on to Helam Lukey, 38% of us, thank you. He's now got a 34 break even. You can see him out to go to max price, I would say, after this game, and possibly get rid of him. Talk about him being a season keeper, possibly. The only thing is with the Cowboys draw, it gets really, really, really difficult. Here we go into a round 15 bye, so that's no score there. New Zealand away, into Penrith at home, into a bye, and that Penrith at home is round 17, so there'll be a full strength Penrith team, into a bye in round 18. Then Manly away, Dolphins away, Broncos at home, Sydney Roosters at home. So if anything, you might want to target the Cowboys in round 23, or round 22, but it's going to be tough. It's really going to be tough, and I don't think they're season keepers. Might be time to punt Chester. You mean get rid of him? I just don't think I have enough trades to work on Chester at the moment. That's all. Am I happy with Walsh? I mean, I just traded him in for a 73 against the Dragons, so my honest answer is no. I'm just going to throw that out there. It's a hard no. Last game of the match. Good game. The game of... I think this and the Dragons were the best games just to see Dragons win. Panthers 20-18. Now, Warriors are going into a bye in round 14. Just remember that. Alamotti 102 on the wing. Just remember that he is on the wing. Looked very good this game. I think he had 2 tries this one for memory. Casey McLean, 95, got the first try in this game. Looked very good. Still can't go him because of Origin. Dylan Edwards, 83. This could be a bit of a play if you are looking for a fullback. Just it really does depend on how ballsy you want to be. Now, obviously, they have Nathan Cleary against the West Tigers this week. Then they have the round 15 bye. I think for anything, you could look at getting him after round 15, Gold Coast away, North Queensland away, Souths in round 18. So maybe Cleary doesn't back up again against Gold Coast. Dylan Edwards could have an absolute party on that day. I might look at doing that from Scotty Drinkwater. That's going to be a possible play. They also have the round 19 bye, but they have a really nice run coming up, to be honest with you, after that. I mean, Parramatta, Canberra, New Zealand. Sydney is a bit tough. Melbourne away, Bulldogs, West Tigers. I think there's going to be a lot of restings for this team, but I do like Dylan Edwards for this sort of 4-round, 5-round period in 6 rounds. So from round 16 to round 21 could be a really nice, even round 22, to be honest with you. It just depends how he scores with Nathan Cleary. Papali'i's been putting up great numbers lately, another 79, which is great to see with 2RF, FRF duality. He could be someone you look into for the that period that I just spoke about. Jack Cogger was absolutely brilliant. Do you know what? There could be a chance. How many games has Jack Cogger played? Well, actually, no, I can't now because Cleary's coming back, but geez, if he got some minutes. Which round? I would say I was just talking about it now. I think the Panthers round is best to target in round 16. Tommy Jenkins, 52. So he's falling from a bit of grace here. He did have a forward pass. Now, I don't know if you guys thought this was a forward pass, but he had a pass called forward, which was going to lead to a try to Dylan Edwards. So if you were an Edwards or Jenkins owner, you're absolutely fuming about this. It is what it is. I don't know if it was a forward pass or not. I didn't really look at it closely enough. Let me know what you think in the comments. It's completely up to you. But yeah, nothing crazy here. They still get the win. Nothing else really crazy super coach wise for these guys, to be honest with you. Targo 64, that's okay. Blazer 52, you'll live with that. But to be honest, he's such an up and down super coach player. I don't like it. Going to the Warriors, Laban an 80, which is huge. Top scoring is Tuapiki at 82. Jackson Ford at 72. Tamari Martin with, I think it was 2 try assists in this game for a 76 and a try for memory. I think that's right. Aaron Clark is 69 here. I'm going to like, if Jackson Ford also now gets called up to New South Wales, which could be a chance, I think I'm going to be slotting in Aaron Clark. And this is why I wanted to wait one more week just to see what happens. Because I think there could be a chance Jackson Ford and Mitch Barnett get called up. And if that happens, someone like Fisher Harris and Aaron Clark are really going to be doing the minutes on this team. So that'll be really interesting to see. This is why I said for people not to get this guy. DWZ, Dylan Watani Zalesniak, in a game where they still scored 18 points. Did he even have a try in this game? I think he did. I could be wrong. But he had 31. That's really low. Leka Halasima, a 20. This is why I don't touch players like this. Khan Pereira, 62. That is good, though. He had a try in this one, which was a very gifted try. Paul Alamotti lost his footing, slipped over, trying to catch a bomb, completely missed the ball, and it just literally just went to the try line, and Khan Pereira picked it up, put it down. Pompey was kicking, by the way. Pompey was kicking. $324,000 with a 10 break even. Because Roger Tuivasa-Sheck is out, Pompey slots into the CT dubs. This could be a massive, massive play. Keep your eyes on Pompey, eh? I'm not joking. If he continues to be the goal kicker, that is a big plus. So yeah, Pompey could be easily someone I look at slotting in round 15 as well. But let me know what you think about that one. But that is the round 13 wrap up. I'm going to continue with live chatting here with the crew, but if you're listening on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, thanks for listening. Thanks for being here. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. It's Wolfie from the Rage Traders. Good luck. This is where I go strong. This round and round 15, you are going to see me get to top 5K. I'm going to call it. I'm just going to say it out there. Okay? Goodbye. Thanks for listening. Guys, tell me, what's your favorite soft drink in the chat? Are you Coke Zero, Pepsi Max, or are you like a Fanta, Mountain Dew? Like what's the go? I think if I had to pick one, Mountain Dew. No. Fanta could be up there. No, Hughes doesn't. I don't think Melbourne even play 18. Let's have a look. I'm pretty sure Melbourne don't even play 18. Yeah, Melbourne don't play 15 and 18. LA Ice. What is that? Orange Fanta, Luke, is so underrated. And red Fanta. Fanta just goes under the radar. Do you not agree? Like, if you guys haven't had Fanta, you got to give it a go. All right, let's look at my team quickly because I had a very mediocre week. I actually nearly had the worst team in the whole country for last week. But this week I've done one trade. I've done Cooper buy to Terrell May. Very happy with that trade. Now, this week, let's look at round 13 just quickly. Round 14. Now, Reece Robson and Pascoe will play. Jackson Ford, no. That's fine. 12, no. Now, Nico Hines won't play this week. There's part of me that wants to hold Nico, but if he comes back in round 16, they verse Sydney Roosters at their home, and then they have a bye. So I think this is why people are trading him out. What's the current rank? Not great. It is. I went out a lot this week because of I basically only traded once this week. I'm at 11,278. I dropped nearly 5K spots this week, but it's because I only did one trade. I only did one trade this week. So at the moment, I have two. Actually, let me know, guys, how many trades do you have left and how many boosts do you have left? So at the start of this week, I have 21 trades. I've used one already for Terrell May. Not to the end of the world. Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. I'm playing for 14 and 15. And I'm playing to save trades. $20 trades, one boost. Oh, so we're the same. Wait, no, I'm one up. Okay. Okay, so everyone's very similar. 19 trades, 0 boost. Someone's being an aggressive super coacher. All right, let's look here. So, okay, wait, let's just get numbers right. So we should have 17 this week, right? So Nico Hines isn't going to play. Is Cleary confirmed or likely to back up? Or did they say he had a pretty bad injury? My mate is 16 trades and no boost. Tell him I said good luck. All right. And then we're going to have Makasini out, Tamale in, Sua needs to be traded. And then 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're going to have 17 this week. Is everyone, oh wait, and Ero's back this week. Damn. Chester, I definitely want to have as a reserve. Purdue is doing my head in, but that's okay. I still believe in him. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I need drink water. Am I missing anything? Robson will play. Who needs trades? Most probably the person that has 0 with 7 weeks to go in the season. I'd say they need some trades. All right, cool. Looking at this, who would I not play? Is it Pasco against the Brisbane Broncos? Pasco's a beast. He's a beast, though. Does anyone have an update on Cleary, by the way? Okay, so if Cleary... No, maybe Hines needs to go. Is Herbie back? Yeah, he should be back this week. I mean, if he's not, Chester will just come in and I've basically got my 17 sorted. The problem is... Wait, hold on. The problem is my 15 is really bad. So I've got Terrell May... I actually just might need to trade for 15 because my 15 is 1, 2, 3. Jackson Ford might be Origin, so I'm not going to count him. Twal is now injured. Oh my God, I'm screwed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hines may not be back. Oh my gosh, I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh my God, Macassini's gone. I'm not going to have a team. I'm not going to have a team. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. Wait, guys, go check your super coaches and tell me how many players do you have for 15? 1, 2, 3... Price game plan 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, do I need 13? Oh, wait, I nearly need 13. No, I'm good. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then I'll get through. Oh, I don't even have to boost. I won't even need to boost. Are we counting Hines? I didn't count Hines. Do you think I should count Hines? Would you trade Flegler to Willison or go straight to Terrell May? I would go straight to Terrell May, considering the Twila injury for sure. Okay. Are we in panic stations? Okay, I must get people that are playing in round 15. Aaron Clark. Tick. We get him next week. Aaron Clark next week. Wait. Oh, do they... Updates on Ero is that he is due back this week, from what I've heard. Greg Marju, I should trade out this week. Nobody plays this week. Wait, do I trade out... Wait. Do I trade out Marju for Bostock this week? What about Gerald Skelton? Nah, you're trash. What do you say? Don't say that. Playing the cows. I think I'm... Wait, let's check. What is 161 break even? Holy dooly. Mr. Bostock, how are you doing? Yeah, I think I'll do something like this. Oh. Hope Purdue finally has a good game. Vice Captain Farlogo into Do I dare captain Reece Walsh? Oh my. Wait, and Reece Walsh was limping at the end of the game. I could be screwed. I will have 4 trades next week, though. Oh, man. I wish Kiraz was playing round 15, man. I think Kiraz... See on May? I mean, it's the Titans, man. They suck. Surely Broncos bounce back. Surely. I think Kiraz, I think a lot of people are going to pick Kiraz as captain. Let's see who people are trading in. The number 1 is Kiraz with a 6 break even. Didn't he have a bit of an injury scare the last game? Or am I tripping? Cleary could be a good captain, but I don't know, man. I don't know. If I got confirmation, oh God, Kiraz came off. Yes. So what did Kiraz come off late for? Does anyone know? Could be scary. Could be very, very scary. Then next week we'll have $700,000 to play with. Now, if Jackson Ford doesn't get picked, because Origin teams are coming out this weekend, is that correct? Am I right in saying that? Origin teams are coming out at the end of this weekend? Cramps. Cramps. Sure. Savala trade in because Sam Walker plays Origin. Yes. Okay. So we will know if Jackson Ford is in or not. I think Terrell May is pretty much a must-have. What will be really lucky is if I can hold Twal and he comes back for round 15. That would be absolutely massive if he could do that. Now, there's no point in me boosting this week because if I boosted this week, I may not have needed to boost at all, and I could just do 3 trades next week and get away with a team of 13. Then next week, I get rid of Drinkwater, and then Aaron Clark can come into my flex, and I hold Twal, or if Twal is out for like 4 or 5 weeks, I get rid of Twal to Aaron Clark. Then Nico Hines could be back next week as well. I think this is the play. Hold on to Hines. Hold on to Twal. Marju goes out. Who does Marju verse in 16? Oh my. St. George? Oh, guys. Is Marju not a hold? Then the West Tigers? No. I'm holding Marju. I'm holding Marju, man. There is no way I'm getting rid of Marju against St. George and the Tigers. Oh my God. No. And this is why it pays to look at the draw. So this week, if Sua is still out because he's a useless thumbtack on a wall that doesn't even hold up a piece of paper, here we go to Bostock. Or do we hold? Interesting, Mr. Bond. Okay, we have decisions on the second trade. It could be Twal to someone else, but I don't like it. It has to be a trade for someone in round 15, though. He's got to be the next $1 million player. Okay. Mars is a season hold. The fact that people are getting rid of Marju, it has to be, one, they don't want to lose too much money, which is understandable. But 2, they're getting in Kiraz. I think I'm going to hold on to Marju. It might be... people are getting in Payne Haas? How luxury can it get? Wait, people are getting in Jaden Campbell? Are they playing round 15 against Tigers? Maybe it's Kai Pearce Paul still. They have Penrith, though. I think it's New Zealand. I think it's Aaron Clark and Dolphins. Surely Walsh doesn't get picked for Origin. Surely Walsh does not get picked for Origin. You're getting JC and Sharp this week, moving Wait, Purdue to center. Oh, come here. I love you. I love it. Great idea. Great idea. Purdue? Hold on. Let me think. Let me think. Dude, could it not be Braden Trindle? Nah. Wait, so you think it's... I don't know, guys. Who else could we go? Who else could we go in the 5'8" position? Is there anyone? Is it just Tamari Martin next week? Isn't it just Tamari Martin? I think it's Tamari Martin. I think it's hold that Tamari Martin next week. I don't want to chop and change my 5'8" too much. Yeah. Yeah. This is true. You guys are spitting great facts. Okay, maybe let's do this. This is what I do. Let me show you. You know when I make my pods videos, am I selling Cleary round 15? I don't know yet. I honestly haven't decided. This is what I do. I go pick teams and I scroll all the way down to 10%. And then I literally go like this. Who can we find that is a really good pod, right? And this is all I do. And because I know the buy structure so well, I'm like, okay, let's keep looking. And I just keep scrolling. Literally, I keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And I ain't seeing anything. I ain't finding anything. I ain't seeing nothing. We are doomed. Liam Sutton, the buy period's too bad for them. Oh, I think it's Katoa, man. I think it's Katoa, dude. I think it's Katoa. Am I chasing points on Katoa? This is how I do it. And then I just keep scanning. And I keep looking at the teams. Latrell Sigwalt. Has he not made cash yet? Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Who are they playing? South. Rabbits. Where are you? Manly away, Broncos at home. Their draw's pretty trash. Hughes to Katoa this week. No. No, not this week. No. Your boy Cody might be back. Click on hide previous rounds. Wait. How do you know? Where's that? Wait, where does it say that? Where does it say hide previous rounds? Am I blind? Where? Is it in here? Oh, here we go. You know what they should do here? Home, away, home, away. I wonder if Valentine Holmes is now going to get called up for Origin too. Wow. So people, why is there an obsession with Jaden Campbell? I mean, look at the scores. Oh, he got 89 last round. Good on you. Oh, they're actually quite good. Hold on. Mr. Jaden Campbell has put his hand up for duty. What's his break even? 58. He's got an average of 76. What's their draw looking like? Oh, let me use my new little thing. Wait, how do I do it? Season stats. Their draw is cooked. Oh my gosh, I feel so sorry for them. Broncos, Tigers, Penrith, Bulldogs, Melbourne. Penrith on mini buy. Melbourne on mini buy. Then it opens up. Yeah, on mini buy, correct. Okay, let's see if we can find anyone else. Let's keep searching. I own Tamale. Joke's on you. Joke's on you. They versing these teams through Origin period with depleted squads. He's a good buy. Yeah, but you're not guaranteed that they're going to have a rest. These are mini buys, not major buys. So mini buys is the resting periods. But you could be right, yes. I actually am very open to buying Jaden Campbell. Oh, poor Alan Morty. Okay, we're really going into the minefields now with this one. Searching and digging and find. Oh, Ninja Warrior. Okay, Pompey is could be very, very juicy. Jeez. Iongi. Jeez, unfortunate about Sebastian Kris for those who owned him, eh? Kelma Tuolagi. I'm pretty sure there's nothing else. Okay. This is a massive pod. 0.3% if you have a luxury trade, a Nari Tuwala. This guy can play footy. Wait, what? Excuse me? Why is Alex Seyfarth $278,000? Wait a second. No, stay with me. Stay with me for a second. I just want to see with the Twal injury. I need to go to this site. I just need to see something. I use this site for more statistics-based things. Hold on. Just stay with me. Where is West Tigers? Hello. Tiggs. Where's Alex Seyfarth? He played 54 minutes. Let me click him. This is a great site for NRL fantasy. Hold on. He played his most minutes. He's been getting... Wait. 20, 26. 15 minutes, 13 minutes, 16 minutes, 21 minutes, 27, 27, 36, 47, 54. Is he not about to get a massive amount of minutes with Twal injury? Am I crazy? Guys? I need to know how long Twal is out for. I need to know how long Twal... He had 2 tackle busts, 0 offloads, but he had 40 tackles. You think Bunty Afoa is going to come in over Alex Seyfarth? Wait, if Alex Seyfarth is starting, was he in the starting lineup? This is why I love pod hunting. Do you see? This is what you get when you're live on the Rage Traders. Let me just check something. There's no way he started. There's no way. There's no way. Look at this bench. Look at this bench. Like, Twal out for a month? Huh? Where? It's 1 to 4 weeks. Yeah, but I'm going to get both Billy. I'm going to get Terrell May and Alex Seyfarth. 1 day ago, I don't see any updates. The NRL physio say anything? Okay. Seyfarth, Adam Pompey. Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. Also, they might be tackling all game. So Seyfarth literally might be really good. Oh my gosh, he's got dualities too. He got duality. No. Listen to me. Listen to me. Tell me I don't go Pryke to Seyfarth. Oh wait, does he not have... Wait. And then next week, I can get Jaden Campbell in. Tell me this isn't a hidden gem. Like, surely he's good for a 50. On a 0 break even? Oh my gosh, am I getting baited? Am I getting baited and isn't... Maybe it's Bostock. No. Don't follow my safe path trade, Cooper. No. Don't. I'm not recommending this out. I'm not recommending safe path to people. Please do not do it. Do not do it. Wait until the twal confirmation. If it's 4 weeks, there's a possible chance. But I think going Bostock is stronger. No. All right. I'm calling that a stream. This has been way too long. Guys, thank you for being here. It is now 10:35 p.m. I'm going to play a bit of Rainbow Six Siege and then go to bed. Okay? McKaylee is injured anyway, so I'm trading him. Just hold him and go to Aaron Clark next week. Guys, thank you for being here. God bless you all. An hour and 10 live random stream. 41 of you here, so I appreciate you all. Again, good luck with your trades this week. Keep tabs on Alex Seyfarth and the twal injury, just in case. It could be a little mini pod, but I think I'm going to hold Marju and maybe go Sua or Makasini, depending on the news, to Bostock. I think there's more points in Bostock, which makes the sense. Go watch the highlights on Seyfarth's defense. Fell off a few. Oh, yeah. I saw the tackle he missed on. Bro, what's the tackle he missed on? It was the worst. Was it a fullback? He just completely fell off them. Was it Ponga? No. Who was the player he tackled and then completely fell off them and it led to a try? It was bad. Tomorrow, guys, 4 p.m. live team lists. Be here. God bless. See you soon. 4 p.m. tomorrow, Tuesday, we're doing live TLT. Make sure you come here, subscribe. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.